positive or real? So the other night I saw some old friends and we were talking and someone called me a positivity guru, which got me a little annoyed. It was said in a nice way and it was not intended in a bad way. The problem is that is how personal development is seen. And we were joking around about how, I don't need any more positivity in my life. And it was really interesting because I don't see myself as a positivity person. There are some people out there in personal development who are very big on the mantras and big on be positive and stay positive, and it feels very fluffy to me. Now, nothing against anyone who that works for. If it works for you, that's awesome. But I feel like being more real is the way to move forward in your personal development. Now, here's the thing, that realness is not always positive by any means. Actually telling yourself the truth about where you are, the behaviors that you have, the habits that you have, the things that hold you back, taking a real look in your life about what's actually going on and deciding what you want to do about it is pretty much the only way I know that works to move forward. Because if you stay in la pretty life coach land, which again, no offense intended, it does feel very fluffy, and I guess I'm too much of a jaded New Yorker to actually buy into that stuff, because I know at a time in my life when I wanted to move from where I was to where I am now, the more positive someone was in my face, the less I listened, because I didn't believe them. When we want to create change in our life, we don't believe the change is possible until we start to untangle how we got stuck. When this stuckness gets a little bit looser, we have more room to change. But the beginning steps of this are not always positive, and they don't always feel good. And this isn't always about feeling good. It's about feeling what you're feeling and changing those feelings. So while it was intended as a compliment, rather than just saying thank you, I did get into a little Shari thing with them and explained this isn't about being positive, it's about being real. And look, I talk about my vulnerability, I talk about stuff that I go through in my life. My one-on-one clients hear as much about my journey as I hear about theirs, because I think sharing really helps. I think that Me Too feeling is really what makes people trust someone to change, to say, you're not the only one in this. We've all been there in certain ways. Or, I hear what you've been through, here's what I've been through, and here's how I know to help you get out of it. That's very different than everything will be fine. Well, what if it's not fine? The times where we fluff over stuff is a time when we're denying what we're feeling and we're pretending everything's okay, and then we're not telling ourselves or anyone around us the truth that we need help or that we want something more out of our life. So I'm going to venture to suggest to you on this Friday to overlook the positivity stuff. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, don't give up, because it doesn't for me either. And I've created lots of change in my life and helped lots of clients create change in their lives, not by being positive, but by being real and truthful, making a joke about how bad we feel sometimes, because humor really helps loosen that glue, and actually getting to work and into action on the things we want to get unstuck from, rather than just telling yourself a pretty little story. Have a great weekend.